Hello, my name is Crystal Pope. I'm the lead crisis intervention specialist here at Texana, and I work with our community on the IDD autism side during their time of crisis. So we do a number of things. We have TST meetings, we have meetings with our families. Typically, if we know somebody is coming from another catchment area, we will have meetings so that we can get to know them, their triggers, their behavior plans, what kind of works for them and their calming techniques. So we develop safety plans with the families too when they're coming over here to try to prevent those crises from happening. If we know that a client in our community needs some extra support, we try to meet up and set up those extra supports for that client. So if we know their triggers, knows what kind of sets them off, know their patterns, then we can come up with safety plans, behavior service plans, anything that we can with that provider and working with them, and even with local law enforcement, so that they know, hey, we have a client, they elope a lot, they're not dangerous, this is just a behavior that they have, so that we can make sure that they're given every opportunity to be successful out in the community. So we at Texana have been working with all the service providers that our clients have chosen to transfer to get to have meetings so they can get to know them better. Our behavior analysts too are attending these meetings as well, so that they can know this is what has worked for them, this is their behaviors, these are their triggers, this is how we've prevented it and been successful with the client while we work with them. So we are working alongside those new providers to make sure that our clients have a smooth transition. So the best thing would just be to call us and have a consultation. We'll ask all the appropriate questions. We do have to, get school records. If they have school records, anything that they can have to provide to us is always very helpful. But during that consultation, myself or my team will ask the appropriate questions to see if they've already got a diagnosis, if they need help getting a diagnosis, if they suspect it, what they can do to get that diagnosis if it's just a suspicion right now. So when we get a call, there's a few things that could happen when we get a call from the crisis hotline. Okay, one of those things is hospitalizations or a safety plan, or even crisis respite. Now, the next day, within 24 hours after that call, we follow up to see how they're doing at the hospital. How's the safety plan holding up? Has it alleviated the crisis? If they're in crisis respite, how well did they do? And then what is our next steps to try to prevent this from ever happening again? Whether we need to update their behavior plan, maybe switch something on it. Maybe they need staff training the provider does to deal with this individual client. So there's just within 24 hours, we're trying to follow up and come up with a plan to prevent the crisis from happening again. So crisis respite is one of the other ways besides safety plans that we try to alleviate a crisis. Sometimes they're triggered at the group home by something, and maybe the family has an emergency and their child or loved one doesn't travel well. There are certain things that we can do, including crisis respite, which is limited. There's a limited budget with it. But if we can, we try to provide a safe environment for them to go to for a couple of days to maybe calm down, to get, to a better place, giving the family a break after a crisis situation. Let's just say there was a lot of arguing and fighting and they just need kind of a separate, but maybe not necessarily a psychiatric hospital. We do have some respite places that are employed with caregivers 24/7 that we can have as long as there's funding available. Families can call that crisis line anytime that they're in crisis to see what we can do with them. Usually from there, we do get our referrals, and our families can call Texana directly and ask for our crisis specialist on the IDD autism side. They'll be given to me, or directly someone on my team will do a consultation with them and kind of figure out what are their needs and how can we help give them those needs to help them be successful with their families.